The Sweet 16 wasn't so sweet for Indiana basketball this past weekend in Philly. Hear what the Hoosiers had to say following the heartbreaking end to their season.
Qualifications for Little 500 also took place this past weekend. See which 33, or in this case 32 teams, managed to advance to the 65th running.
The 8th edition of Hoosier Sports Night coming at you alongside Brian Singer. I'm Allie Hosfeld, and what an episode we have in store for you tonight. There's IU basketball, softball, baseball, and football, and this is Indiana, so naturally we start with basketball.
The Indiana basketball season has officially come to an end. In the team's third Sweet 16 appearance in just 5 years, Indiana fell to 1 seed North Carolina, 101 to 86. Senior point guard Yogi Ferrell racked up 25 points for the Hoosiers, but it was the Marcus Page and Bryce Johnson show, two stellar seniors for the Tar Heels. Page and Johnson combined for 41 points, leading the charge in North Carolina's victory. Indiana has 5 seniors who will depart after the season. The possibility of some other changes loom around this Hoosiers program, with players such as Thomas Bryant and Troy Williams having some decisions to make. With the new NBA draft rules, players will now have until 10 days after the NBA draft combine to remove their name from draft consideration and maintain their eligibility. Freshman OG Anunoby has already said he will return for his sophomore season.
The IU football program officially announced the time for the 2016 Cream and Crimson Spring Game. The game is set to kick off at 7 p.m. at Memorial Stadium on Friday, April 15th. Also, the 2016 Pro Day is scheduled to begin at 10:30 a.m. this Friday at the Mellencamp Pavilion. The Pro Day participant list will include 10 former IU players such as Jordan Howard, Nate Sudfeld, and Jason Spriggs. We'll have more from the event next week on our show.
After taking 2 of 3 from the Indiana State Sycamores, Indiana baseball returned to the Diamond Tuesday to face the Cincinnati Bearcats. Cincinnati gave Indiana its first shutout of the season, cruising to a 5-0 victory. Indiana will travel this weekend to my home state, New Jersey, squaring off in a 3-game series versus Rutgers.
The new moon haze sends all its fragrance from the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the Wabash, then I long for my Indiana home.
Little 500 season is upon us with the qualifications occurring this past weekend. On the men's side, it was a record-setting year with 4 teams qualifying with a time faster than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Cutters took the pole while Delta Tau Delta, Black Key Bulls, and Wright Cycling also cracked the 2:20 mark. Phi Delta Theta rounded out the top 5, and defending champion Sigma Phi Epsilon, after faulting on its first 2 attempts, played the last attempt cautiously, eventually qualifying at 22nd. On the women's side, it was a headline-grabbing day for Kappa Alpha Theta after they took the pole with a convincing 2 minutes and 36 seconds result, 4 seconds in front of Phoenix, who finished second. Delta Gamma, AO Pi, and Teeter made up the remainder of the top 5 slots. Only 32 teams out of the 33 spots allotted for the race qualified on the women's side, with 2 teams faulting on each of their 3 attempts.
30 games in the books for IU softball, and if you're a Hoosiers fan, can't be too upset with the 20-10 record. With a sweep over the Iowa Hawkeyes this weekend, Indiana will look ahead to this weekend, a 3-game series in Bloomington against the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines, currently ranked 2nd in the country with a 24-3 record, haven't missed a beat since finishing 60-8 last season. Indiana's been carried on the arms of Tara Traynor and Josie Wood, 2 pitchers who have a sub-2.5 ERA this season with over 190 innings pitched combined. The impressive resume of each team should make for a classic Big Ten battle this weekend at Andy Moore Field.
And that's all the time we have for another week's episode of Hoosier Sports Night. Although the IU basketball season is over, there is still a lot left to look forward to the rest of this school year.
Yeah, from Pro Day on the gridiron to the Diamond with IU baseball and softball, and Bill Armstrong Stadium with Little 500 just 2 weeks away. A lot for Hoosier fans to be excited about.
Exactly. Alongside Brian Singer, I'm Allie Hosfeld. Thanks for watching.